Welcome to Deprogram X Live. I'm your host, Kenneth Thomas, and today we're going to be talking about outside interference and how it affects your relationship. Well, I'm telling you this from experience. When I was a kid, I grew up in a neighborhood, what we call the juke joint neighborhood. We had juke joints on that. I never knew what divorce was until I got to high school, to be honest. I heard some of my friends talking about how they was going to spend the weekend at their dad's. And, you know, I was also talking about my business, so I wasn't saying nothing. In the back of my head, I'm thinking to myself, what the hell are you talking about? You going to stay with your dad, aren't you? Living with your dad and your mom. So, you know, I just didn't know, because all my neighbors, family members, from what I could see, was together. They didn't believe in no divorce. You just worked through things and they made it happen. So as I got older, I realized that wait a minute, people don't stay together. So it was just shocking, you know. And to be in a small neighborhood like I grew up in, it was kind of like, how do they manage not to get in each other's business? And maybe they did. I was young. There was a lot going on that I didn't know about. You know, the juke joint community has its secrets. So, but as I got older, I did realize from being in different relationships, and I see how people prey on other people's misery and emotions. People love to hear when you come to them with a story. As soon as you come to them and be like, well, guess what happened? Such and such did this, that, all their eyes light up like it's Christmas. What? Your business? Come on, X. Tell me everything. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. But reality is, if you open that door towards some statement, you gotta ask yourself, 10 years ago, the friends you had, are they your friends today? 10 years ago, the friends that you had confidence enough to confide in, would you confide in them today? Point being, a friend yesterday could be an enemy tomorrow. Do you want your enemy running around with all your business in your back pocket? I highly doubt it. So don't open that door. And sometimes it's not only friends. Family can be the worst. If you bring Jody or Tamika or Amy or Rebecca to Christmas dinner, and you done told everybody all year long every little thing they did, you can't get mad when they treat them funny, because they're going by what you said. Now you want everybody to be lovey-dovey with your spouse, but you done told them every little bit of your business. Now you got an attitude. Why are you guys treating him or her like that? Because you told us he wasn't Schmidt. Notice I said Schmidt, you know? Keep it clean. But it's honest. Now you want everybody to treat him like he brand new or like she ain't never did anything. But every week he was running over to mama house, mom. Running over to your sister house, sis. Your brother house, oh my God, he's getting on my nerves, your friend. I don't know if this is gonna work. Now can you treat him better? So let's be honest. Why are you telling your business? If you know there's a chance that you might get past it, maybe you should keep it in your household. Because people won't make a mountain out of a molehill. A molehill out of a mountain. However they say it. They would take something small and make it huge. You go to them with one problem, now everything that person does. I told you, you should have just left. There's a million other guys out there. There's a million other women out there. There's more fish in the sea. Let me explain something to you. Every relationship that you leave, you will be getting in another. So that means every bed that you leave, you'll be getting in another. Sometimes it's best to fix it just so you just won't be giving your body to any and everybody. The worst thing in the world, and I hate to hear it, is, well, if that person won't do it, the next person will. Of course they will, because they want to sleep with you. Of course they're going to do it. anything new is great for a while. And then you'll end up having the same problems you had with the person before. 9 times out of 10. See, you gotta wonder, is it the person? Or is it that you're not giving one another time to figure out the kinks of getting to know one another? You don't get to know somebody just because you've been together a few months or whatever. It takes some time. It's going to take some time. So if you're thinking, well, we've been together 9 months, Johnny hasn't changed. It takes parents all their lives to get to know their children. And they have them. You're not going to have everything figured out in a few months. So the thing is, you got to be willing to go to grow. What I'm saying is, when you go into that relationship, go into it with an honest opinion. I can tolerate this person. Am I willing to see what happens? You see, because if it's not domestic violence or mental abuse or anything like that, mental or physical, then it's nothing to really run tail until you figure it out. Because people is nosy and people love other people's business. Their misery, some people live off of it. And you never know what their alternative motive can be. Sometimes you're thinking, well, that's my family or that's my best friend. They want me to be happy. No, they want to be happy. And they're happy by seeing you unhappy. Because the worse you doing, the better they look, the better they feel. If you want your relationship to work, first of all, you got to have your own mind, your own way of thinking, your own aim. Stand strong. Your relationship is only confident as you are. If your partner can't look at you and say, well, honestly, I know he or she with you, then they're going to act accordingly. If you are an iffy person and you're iffy with the relationship, their behavior is going to become iffy too, because people like to know that you're all the way with them. You got my back or you don't. You're not going to have my back. You're not going to watch my back when things are going down. So you can't love me when everything is great, then run the mama when everything is shaky. I want to know that on them bad days, you're going to feel the same as those good days. My money get funny, but you running there? You can't struggle with me, but you want the kingdom, but you can't struggle with me, you know? You want the kingdom, but you don't want to lay the brick and build the palace, you know? So you gotta be honest with yourself. When you get into it, you accept people for who they are. You understand? So when you don't know the person, that's when you get fooled. You set yourself up. Because you don't know what's really going on, because the only thing you see is the shell. Maybe the nice car, maybe a nice crate, maybe a few dollars or whatever. Get you a nice new pair of kicks. That's all you see. So you have to, over the long term, get to know the individual. Now you're complaining about the person. Because you're complaining because you never took the time to know the person. You gotta get to know one another. You gotta get to know who each other. When you meet in that tight dress and you know that's not your thing, then you accepted it before. What you meet is that's what you getting, man. You understand? So when you evaluate that person, get to know, ask who they are. Don't be afraid to ask who they are. So you won't have to complain about them later. Because you're going to develop love for them one way or another. And what you go out there in the streets and say about your significant other, that's what people won't believe. Because why would you lie to when you wake up there every day? And you got to learn how to tell people to mind their business, because they don't know. They're going to go as far as you let them. So when people come to tell your business, when you tell people your business, just know a friend today could be an enemy tomorrow. You understand? And watch the alternative motive by enjoying your misery. This is Kenneth Thomas. Y'all know the program X Live, release, rebuild, revive. However it goes. I'm just enjoying this with you guys right now. So, overall, if you're in love with a person, love that person. Okay? Don't let nobody dictate how you should feel, what emotions you should have. Because you can end up losing the best thing that you ever had from someone else's opinion. They can't love for you. And they can't be loved for you. You're in the relationship. It's your decision what happens. Just because this person might not have what you think they should have today, don't give some outsider the right to come say you could do better. Because if you're happy, you've done great. Your opinion is the opinion that matters. You can't have people negatively in your ear. They can push you into the arms of something that you're going to regret. Because friends and family will do it. We want you with this type of person who can do this for you, who looks like this and acts like this. They'll be better for you. The question is, how will they love you? Like my father used to tell me, be careful who you lay down with today, because you might be with that person tomorrow. When you get old, you do not want to be rolling in your own piss. You understand? Because you don't know what kind of character the person you with has. Everybody loves you when everything is all good. When things are a little shaky, you see who they truly are. Use common sense. Use common sense. When they say, watch how a man treats his mother, that ain't no lie. Watch how a man treats his father, that ain't no lie. The same way you treat your parents, the same way you'll treat your spouse. The same way you treat the elderly and the respect that you have for the community is the same way, the same life that you're going to give to the person you with. So you don't have to rely on the pastor's decision, your counselor, your therapist's decision. Rely on your own, because you got common sense of what you can live with, what you can tolerate, what you can handle. It ain't nobody else's business. Not your mom's, not your sister, brothers, dads, your kids. It ain't their business. If you're happy, you're safe, the relationship is productive, you're bearing fruit, then do what you do to make you happy. Because when those people aren't around, you will have to have your own mind on how to make you happy and how you're going to be productive. Don't be lonely trying to live up to other people's standards. If that man good for you, let him be good for you. That woman good for you, let her be good for you. They ain't got to be good for your mama and daddy and sisters and brothers, because they ain't there to love them. Their outside interference could have you lonely. So you got to get away from all that stuff that you think people think that you should live like what you should have. You need a man or a woman or this, and that. That attitude right there can have you trapped in misery, trying to live to somebody else's standards. So go be happy and do your thing. Keep people out your business, because a friend today is an enemy tomorrow. This is D Program X Live. I'm your host, Kenneth Thomas. Release, revive, rebuild your kingdom.